Right, so I think start of this video, I think what I'm going to do is just do a bit of the outline around the eye. Need to do a bit more work around here anyway, but I thought I'd just do a bit more around here, and then we'll do some detail on the feathers there. So I'm starting with the warm grey 6, and as I say, I just want to sort of work around the eye area here, just to give it a bit more detail and colour. And then we can start working on the feathers, I think, just sort of gradually work our way down. So I don't want a thick line around here. I'm just looking at the feathers at the top there, and I'm just sort of working as if I'm going under the feathers. And while I've got this, we've got some almost look like eyelashes at the top there. I'm not sure if they'd be classed eyelashes or just some feather spikes there. It gives that eye a bit more definition now, I think. Let's put a bit under here. Okay, I think I'll leave that there like that for now. So yeah, let's get back to the top of these feathers here. So I was using the light phthalo green. So we've got a few lines here where the edges of the feathers here, so I think I might put them in first actually, and then continue with this colour. So I'm going to go with the cold grey 4, and I just want to fill in these. This is just at the edges of the feathers here, so I'm just going to put them in so we don't lose them. Okay, then we can carry on with the light phthalo green. We can just do the undercolour. We've got a bit of another colour coming in as well as we go further down. So I'm going to leave some areas because we've got that other green coming in. I think it was the yellowish, yeah, it was the earth green yellowish we were using as well. So we'll put some of that in. And as they come round the eye, they're sort of sweeping across. Also, we need to take note of the length of the feathers. Okay, I'm going to switch to the earth green yellowish. I'll put some of that further back actually. So over this eye it's sort of coming across like this. Right, so I've just done a bit of work and not been recording, so if I just explain what I've just done. I've just brought in a new colour, the olive green yellowish, and I've just started making lines as to where the feathers are, paying particular attention as to where the feathers are going, direction and the length. So I've literally just done this. And then up this area here where it's lighter, I used the cold grey free because it's more of a bluey tinge coming through. Bring a bit more down here, and then I used the slice tool just for this top area here. So that's all that was missed, so apologise for that. Don't quite know why. So I've still got the cold grey free, and I'm just going to fill in the slice tool marks and carry on. So I've only done the slice tool up the top here because further round to the back area it's a lot softer. Just bring that down here as well a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to go back to the what was it now, olive green yellowish. I just want to put in some more. So I'm literally just looking at the photo and keeping an eye on the direction of the feathers because they're quite close together up here. Right, I think coming down here, I'm going to get that, what colour did we use for that one now? I think it was the greenish yellowish, yeah, the earth green yellowish. And let's just put a bit more coming down here. We've got about 3 different greens coming in, a bit of blue. Right, so as it comes down here, the feathers get quite a lot longer actually and sweep down. Let's move my photo up a little bit. I think I'm going to do a bit more down here actually. Let's have to move my photo up because I've got the light there that's getting in my way, so I have to keep moving my computer screen. So we've got quite a bit of work to go on in here. Let's come down further. Let's go back to the light phthalo green, just fill in this a bit more. Because I'm going to need enough pencil down before I get the slice tool back. Okay. Going back to the earth green yellowish. Okay, let's get the slice tool back. Actually, before I do that, I just want to darken up just in his mouth area, because once I've done the slice tool, it's going to make it a bit difficult to I'm going to go to the dark sepia just to come down here, because I don't want it too dark on the bottom part of the beak. Put a touch of that up there. Okay, right, let's go back to the slice tool now, and we can create those whiskers coming over, not whiskers, feathers. And when I've got sliced tool, I'm just going to do a couple up here. And lots of pencil dust, that's the only issue. Okay, let's go to the light phthalo green again. Let's just fill in those marks there. Then I'm going to go back to the sepia, dark sepia. And then I'm going to go up into the feathers there, just to make it look more realistic. Just keep that film clean. Okay, so I've got the earth green yellowish, and I'm just going to put a bit more coming down here. So with feathers, I think the best way to work on the film is to put all your colours in, and then you sort of put the details in by taking them out again, whether that's with your tombow or your slice tool. So you're kind of working a bit back to front on the film, you could say, maybe. You need to get all the colours in. Also, you need to get enough colour down, enough pencil down before you can use this slice tool anyway. So okay, I'm going to put a bit of the cold grey 3 in there as well. Okay, now I want to darken this up quite a bit. It's quite dark in there, and also around his nose or nostril area. So let's go back to the dark sepia. Let's darken around here. Especially around the edge here. I'm going to get the black pencil actually, so I've got the black here. Just do some more, I want to call them little spikes. Okay, I think that looks a bit better. Let's just go in that nostril a bit more. Okay, now I want to darken it in here, so I'm going to go to a green. Now I was using the olive green. I'm not sure that's quite dark enough. Let's give it a go. I might use a grey. Yeah, I think I'm going to go to let's go with the warm grey 4. I'm going to use that for the edge of the feathers coming down. Do a bit on the edge there as well. Just put a bit more up here where the feathers are lapping over. you've got them sort of fanning out. Just go a bit more over those edges there. I think I'll get the slice tool out now. We need a few darker bits along here actually, while I've got this grey. Let's get the slice tool. I've got two down here. I've got one that's sharp, or sharper than the other. I think that's the one. So let's put a bit more detail here. So I'm pretty much doing the same as what I've been doing with the pencils. Do a bit down this side. Let's do some on the darker bit. While I've got the slice tool, I just want to take a bit more out up the side here. Okay, let's just fill that in with the yellow. I think it was Naples yellow we used. Just fill this in up here again. Just wanted to bring it out a bit further. Yours might be absolutely fine. Okay. Super. Let's go to the phthalo green again, the light phthalo. I just want to come in with those slice tool marks I've just made down here. I'm just going to go over the lines that I've made up here, not every single one, but you can just sort of just gently take your pencil across them so they don't look like just white sharp lines that you've made. I think we're now getting the depth up here now. It's coming together. It's a bit of going to and froing, but it's worth it in the end. We still need to darken up around the eye, but because we're making this darker, the eye gets lighter. This is why I mean we have to sort of revisit places sometimes. You do one area and then you have to revisit another. But yeah, quite happy with that. Let's give that another clean. Right, so now I have the dark indigo. I don't think we've used this on here yet, but I think that would look good. Just come in between these feathers here, just to darken it up, and it will work well with the green. I'm going to put a few up here. I think this dark indigo would be a good colour to use actually further down. Probably better than the grey. Good. I'm just going to get the black back. I'll put a bit more up here. And while we've got the black, I think it would be good just to use around here. We just need to darken up around the eye area. Okay, I think I'm quite happy with that. I do need to put in a bit more around here. I might get a cold grey, just to put in a bit more in there. Yeah, I think what we do now is do a bit more in here. Let's go with the cold grey free, I think. Let's see how that goes. I think while I've got the black, actually I should have done these eyelashes a bit more. When you're darkening one area up, you need to go back to the other. That's so we can see them a bit more now. I'm going to call them eyelashes. I don't think they are, but so before we move on further, I've got the dark cadmium yellow, and I just want to put a bit more yellow around the front here. I'll just put it in places. It'll enhance the green a bit more as well. So right, so let's do a bit more around this eye. I've got the tombow. Just going to add a little bit more, you know, more lighter area in places, just to give it a bit more detail. I might get the slice tool out. just grab the slice tool. I want to make a few more marks down here. And then let's get, I might go for the cocoa actually, let's go with the beige. Let's see if that's dark enough just to fill in some little areas. No, I'm going to go to the cocoa. Just to put in a bit more detail around this area. Just do a bit of shading on the outside of the eye there as well, just so it's all connecting nicely. I think that's coming along. Let's just get the dark sepia just for the darker areas. Okay, and I think that would be fine for that area. Don't want to overdo it. Good. Right, so before I move on further down, I just want to do a bit more to the beak area. Now, I've got another colour. I'm going to go for the smoky blue in the Holbein. Now, it is quite similar to the cold grey free if you don't have the smoky blue. It's just got a bit more of a bluey tinge to it than the cold grey free. And being the Holbein, it might just blend this area a bit more. But if you don't have this colour, as I say, you can use the cold grey free. These are quite soft pencils, and I think it will work quite well in this area, which I think it is doing. So I'm just filling in any blue areas really. A bit more down the edge here as well, I think. I think this needs to be a bit darker here. But that's actually working quite nicely, the Holbein. I'm just trying to think if there's a luminance one, if you have them instead. But yeah, it's just a bluey grey, but it's just got more of a blue tinge to it than the cold grey 3. Okay, well that for me is looking better. I mean, yours might be absolutely fine. Okay, so I think I will get a darker grey for here. Let's have a look at the cold grey 4. Not sure if that's going to be, no, not really. Let's go with the, I wonder if I've got the cold grey 6. Okay, I've got the cold grey 6, but mine's in the Holbein range. But by all means use the Polychromes if that's what you have. So we used the, what was it now? The Payne's Grey, didn't we, down here? And it just didn't work for me, really. Okay, well I think that's better. I think that's definitely improved it for me. Okay, I'm going to get the cocoa back. Just want to define this a bit more. Got a bit of brown coming down here. He's got like quite a dry looking beak. I'm not sure if that happens or not. I don't really know parrots very well, but it's quite a dry looking beak he has. Okay, well I think that's improved it for me. I think that looks better. Just a couple of touch-ups there.